Let's rewind time once again. Cast your minds back all the way to October 2013. A new game has just hit the shelves and you've managed to get your hands on it. But you don't know that this game will be cemented into your brain for the rest of your life. That game, you ask? It's Assassin's Creed Black Flag. The best Assassin's Creed game ever released. I will even take one step further and say it's the best pirate game released, but I know the Sea of Thieves fans will argue with me. The fact is, nobody's been able to replicate this game, not even Ubisoft themselves with Skull and Bones. That's how amazingly unique this game really is. And for those who don't know about it, I do apologise, but it's time to open your wallet, because you're about to fall in love. It's the 18th century, and your name is Edward Kenway.
Hold fast! She's on us! Can you see her? Man the cannons!
The captain is dead, and Kenway has to man the helm. To save yourself and the crew, you begin firing at the enemy ships that are attacking you.
Fire! Fancy a wee swim, do you? To her! Get off the squall! Haul in the stunsails! Fire! Unload all the shot! The magazine! It's going out! Douse the flames! Get in there, you mongrel! Oh!
Is it dangerous? Edward? Privateering, is it dangerous?
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
Why not sail with the King's Navy? Earn a proper wage, sail under gentlemen.
Sod the Navy's gentlemen. For every shilling I'd earn, the captain gets 600. That's no way to earn a fortune.
We don't need a fortune.
It's not about need, Caroline. I want food that don't make me sick. I want walls that hold back the wind. I want a decent life.
How long would you be gone with these privateers?
A year, I reckon. 2 at the most.
All right. No more than 2. Promise me.
Now, us Assassin's Creed fans, we know how screwed Edward was then. If he would have went hand-to-hand combat with that assassin, he would not have made it. But you swim to the shore, lucky to be alive.
Was it good for you as well?
Havana. I must get to Havana.
Well, I'll just build us another ship, will I?
I can pay you. Isn't that the sound you pirates like best? 100 escudos.
Keep talking.
Will you or won't you?
You don't have that gold on you now, do you?
Bloody fucking pirates!
I'm on to you, Snakesby!
Kenway, just wanting the gold that's in his pockets, decides to run after the assassin.
Come on, mate. We're off to a bad start.
Posh git. Where's he running to?
We could work together on this.
Keep your distance!
Knowing he's not going to get away, the assassin fights back.
A poor final decision.
Senor Duncan Walpole, I accept your most generous offer and await your arrival with eagerness. If you truly possess the information we desire, we have the means to reward you handsomely. Though I will not know your face by sight, I believe I can recognize the costume made infamous by your secret order. Therefore, come to Havana in haste, and trust that you shall be welcomed as a brother. Su más humilde servidor, el gobernador Laureano Torres y Ayala.
Mr. Walpole, let's collect your reward.
Now that is the intro to Black Flag. And without knowing it, Kenway has thrown himself into the war between the Assassins and the Templars after stealing the Assassin's identity. And if the storyline doesn't reel you in, which I highly doubt, just hold on, because there is so much more. Now, aside from completing the main missions, there's literally a whole world to discover. There are harder areas that make for more interesting ship battles, additional side missions inland like assassin contracts, Templar hunts, and even warehouse raids. This is where you need to locate the soldier with the key and kill him to take it, which is a massive challenge in itself because there's so many enemies. Only then can you get access to the stolen goods. And this is the crazy thing. This is just the stuff you can do inland. There's a whole sea to explore. But what I like personally doing is sailing across the seven seas with my crewmates singing absolute pirate bangers. All whilst on the lookout for ships carrying big rewards. And I mean, there are plenty. And the ship battles are absolute cinema. I mean, look at the wood splinters coming off the boats, the explosions. It's like a Michael Bay movie. And once you've disabled the ship, you board it and fight until the enemy surrender. And this rope jump just made me feel like Captain Sparrow, so I had to include it. But another really cool feature is once they've surrendered, you can do one of three things. You can either repair your ship, you can lower the wanted level so bounty ships don't come after you, or you can send the ship that you've just defeated to your own fleet. And that itself is a really cool feature. Let's take a look into it. So the ships that you capture, you can either still add it to your fleet, or you can salvage it for gemstones. Now, the gemstones are just used to repair the ships when you use them in this fleet system, so it's pretty useful to have them, to be honest. But as you can see, I've just completed a mission, and those missions actually get you money in-game with stuff that you trade. So, as you can see, I've got 2 ships that are currently out completing 2 traders missions. And in order to complete these traders missions, you yourself need to secure the routes. So, if we look into the top one, as you can see, you get rewards for completing the missions, which is money. But the chance that they're actually going to be completed is very slim, purely because of how treacherous the route is. And there's only one way to clear that route. You guessed it, it's a fight. Now, this is why it's extremely important to add ships to your fleet, because without strong ships, there is no way you're going to be able to clear the route. All you need to do is sit back and watch your crew absolutely destroy the enemy ships. And once you've actually defeated them, this is where you get the goods to then trade. So you can actually see we've got some gems and we've got some rum, and I think that's sugar. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send my ships to those areas because the rewards is just ridiculous. £3,000 is a lot of money. And the best thing is, all of this is done in passive time. You don't have to do anything. You just play the game, and once you go into your cabin to look at your fleet, you'll see that the missions have been completed. Now, I just think that's a cool little feature. But wait, there's more. Now, I don't know how historically accurate this is, but you can actually use a diving bell to go underwater to find treasure. Now, I'm really into diving, so just seeing the sea life in-game, obviously it's not real, but it's really, really well done. I mean, look at the size of this manta ray. That's mad. Even the jellyfish looks sick. Like, what's going on? But diving underwater can be very dangerous business, so just watch out. But wait, there's still more. Now, if you have too much fun plundering the Seven Seas, you will be hunted by pirate hunters, and these ships are really, really tough. Now, pirate hunters roam in packs, and they will follow you until they get you. But if you're not up for a fight, you can always lose your wanted level, but you do have to pay some money. But it's not only ships that you battle on the water. Armed fortresses with mortars and cannons actively shoot you down in the sea. And if you're skilled enough, once you take it over, it then becomes a pirate fortress. So if you're getting chased by bounty hunters, this fortress will help you in defeating them. All you need to do is kill the fort officer, which, in my luck, he just got blown up. But then you finally reach the door, you breach it, and then you see the fort commander. Yep, you guessed it. Sorry, mate. There's also added naval contracts as well, so when you're out plundering, you can bring people things that they need for extra money. Are you still looking for a challenge? Well, there's legendary ships that you can battle. Now, these battles seriously make me want to summit 1G man on it.
Getting offline, guys. Later.
But seriously, these fights are really, really challenging. And I'm pretty sure you can only defeat these ships once you're towards endgame. But wait, there's even more. Now, animal hunting is a very, very important part of the game because it allows you to craft more items for yourself to have more health, more ammunition, and a couple more cool outfits for you to wear whilst you're patrolling the Seven Seas.
He's a monster!
Once you've plundered everything you can plunder, you can actually use other people's hard-earned money to build up a pirate town. Yep, that's right. A private pirate town. I'll be honest, with the features that are in this game, it's hard to believe it's 12 years old. And that can be took out of context, so please don't. But seriously, look at the scenery. Look at the terrain. It's so well detailed. You could tell the developers actually cared when creating this. And the interior of the building looks like something out of Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, I genuinely feel like I'm here when I'm playing this game. And yes, that is Blackbeard. You also see other pirates like Charles Vane and Mary Read, who are obviously infamous. And these people you can actually fight with against the enemy in certain missions, which I think is a really cool touch. But now it's time for our replayability rating. And I personally think it would be absolutely criminal if I did not give this 5 out of 5. The fact that the game's creators cannot replicate this game automatically means that it's one of a kind. The storylines and the characters are very well written, and there's some really cool twists and turns throughout the story. And the content of this game, the content alone, you cannot be bored playing it. It's impossible. From the main story to the side quests to the side activities, literally, you could play this for hours and still want to sit there and play more. So what do you think about this game? Because I personally think it's the best pirate game ever released, and I don't think it'll be topped anytime soon. But let me know what you think in the comments, and if you've got any suggestions on what games I should cover, please let me know. Thank you very much for your time. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully, I'll see ya in the next one.